Hi, Chris Craven here with KZ Durango. I've actually been going through our manufacturer tour for us. This product we are going through right now actually happens to be our Durango Gold. A little different than some of our competitors that are out there, but this unit happens to have a powder-coated chassis from Lippert that we build. It's going to have 7,000-pound axle, G-rated tires, 14-ply tires. We also feature a rubberized EqualFlex suspension, which is a standard feature here. We're also going to have full-width outriggers. Some manufacturers actually will cut these back to save cost. And also another thing that we hear, that to eliminate straps on freshwater tanks that some manufacturers will use to hold their tanks in place, we actually build a cage system right here that actually supports our freshwater tank. And the cross members that we use in our chassis are all stamped steel cross members as well. Here at KZ, to have complete control over quality control, a lot of things we'll build in-house. For example, like this ductwork here. You guys see these big 2 aluminum coils. Runs in the machine right here. We actually build all of our ductwork for our furnace system here in-house. One thing that I've learned here at KZ is the way that we build our floors. They might look similar going down the road, but the way that we built our foundation is different. Here, our main floor or frame is going to have a 2x3 aluminum framing. We have full-width welds on both sides of our welds. We actually build this floor, where most of our competitors will actually laminate their floors. So what we'll do right here, there's insulation between it. Our heat ducts run right through here. And then right here behind us, you can actually see the finished product right here, where we wrap the bottom of it with a Darko underbelly. You have your Radiant Technology blanket. Here's your 2x3 aluminum studs. And we wrap it with 5/8" tongue and groove plywood. And you can see right here where all of our water lines run right through our floors, insulated as well. After our floors are assembled, we bring them over and set them on top of the chassis. And right here, you can see they're actually lag bolted to our chassis on top of our full-width outriggers. Here at KZ in Plant 6, we use all bow floor linoleum throughout, and you can see it runs from front to back. And something else that we do here at KZ, in our walls, you can see these EGS backer plates. It's called an electro-galvanized steel backer plate. We put these laminated in our walls where any of our cabinets or overhead cabinets might screw through. And also you can see our openings completely aluminum framed. Here at KZ, something a little bit different is that we actually vacuum bond our walls. So this is the finished product right here. We also use Asdel now. It's 4.7 millimeter in thickness. But our walls here, gel glass, being that this is Durango Gold, we actually stuff the tubes on the bottom as well as the top for anything that attaches to our chassis and our roof. And here's one of our slide boxes, and being that this is a Durango Gold, the overall height, interior height is 7 foot tall. And in here you can see we actually build these slide boxes. It gives us the ability to run switches and lights through our exterior walls. This is the mechanism for our tilt bed, which is standard in your Durango Gold. And then up here you can notice these are actually metal shelves. Some of our competitors may not provide shelves, but with all of ours they're actually metal shelves. You're going to have the switch right here to control the bed mechanism. And this little control in the back right here is going to be USB plugs. And here we're actually going to see our walls are now set on the chassis. We're going to notice that the wall sits right on top of the floor. Again, it's stuffed here on the bottom. And then also with our interior cabinets, you can see that all of our cabinets are all real wood cabinets, styles that are all screwed together. Pretty cool feature, at least that I feel, that we use here in our Durango Gold. This actually happens to be a 391, our rear kitchen model. But we actually, you can see these steel drawer glides. Those are actually for a full-length pantry, where most of our competitors would actually use wood shelves. We actually use steel. Another quality control process here at KZ is that we build most of the cabinets here in-house. You can see the drawers in front of me and all behind me. Being that this is a Durango Gold that we're going through, along with our Venom and our V series, but they're 6-sided aluminum. What I mean by that, the front walls, end walls, side walls are all aluminum. As you can see with our roof section, we actually build it in one piece. Our rafters are built 16 inches on center. We actually glue the ceiling panels to the rafters to prevent them from falling down later down the road. Here's another view of our roof section. You can see we build it all in one piece again. And you can see we have our insulated foam ductwork that we have. These are going to be for our residential returns because we have quiet, cool air conditioning system. And our Gold, Venom, and our V series. And you can see it runs right down the channel of it. 2 air conditioners are standard, as well as an optional 3rd AC. And as you'll be able to see, as we wrap the top of the roofs with the Radiant Technology, next stuff comes over, we actually wrap it with 3/8" OSB decking. You can kind of see the seams that are there. We actually sand down all of the seams, make sure there's no high marks that are in there. And then when we bring it on over, you're going to see the transition flap right here on the top of it. It's got an aluminum transition flap that runs across from front to back that protects the roof and the sidewalls when you're in transportation going down the road in the event that you hit a branch or a limb or something like that. Here at Plant 6, about 85 to 90% of the units that we have solar panels on the top of it. And those panels that you see right there are 220 watt panels that we have. And as well as you can kind of see as you transition through to the next unit, all of the roof vents that we have, the prep for our solar, as well as we have dual attic vents standard on all of our Plant 6 products. Again, here with our Durango Golds, two 15K ACs are standard, as you can see with the unit behind me. And then we have an optional third 15K AC. And different than some of our competitors, that we can actually run all three 15K ACs at the same time. That's 45,000 BTUs worth of air conditioning at the same time without cutting power elsewhere. And part of our all-weather package that we have on our Durango Gold series is you're going to see the Radiant Technology seamless blanket that we run from front to back, our fiberglass insulation that's underneath it, as well up underneath our bedroom floor deck is insulated following. Now this happens to be the inside of our cap that you never would see going down the road, but you see these three strips that are in here? It's called a cross mat layup, and we actually use a chopper gun, which is fiberglass mesh that's sprayed onto this interior cap to give it rigidity when it's going down the road so it doesn't concave from the outside. Another quality control process that we have here in Plant 6 is that we actually pressurize our water systems first, stays here for maybe an hour or so total when it runs down the line here, as well as we also actually winterize all of our water systems. Doesn't matter if it's summertime or wintertime, we always do that as common practice. And the second stage of our flood test that we do, we just saw where they pressurize the water lines. We're actually run it backwards and reverse through our black valve system. We actually fill all of the tanks full of water all the way into the unit, and then when the process, the water will stay in there for maybe an hour or so, and then they're going to reverse the water. We recycle the water, runs back into our tank right here, runs up to the mezzanine behind us, and you can see we use gravity fed to fill the unit behind us. Here's the last step of the process. We're outside of final finish. We can see that we've got the furniture ready to be loaded into the unit. Well, again, I hope you enjoyed a quick little tour of KZ Manufacturing today, Plant 6. For more information, please go to kzrv.com. Thank you.